As we close out the first quarter with this nasty extended winter wallop, now it's time to look to brighter times ahead. Brighter for the weather, but more importantly for the economy. The data for the SurePayroll Small Business Scorecard for March are out, and things look modestly encouraging, not in the current numbers, but more importantly for the future. So for March, hiring slipped 0.1%. The average paycheck dropped 0.3%, but at 69%, optimism is remaining pretty strong. Michael Alter is president and CEO of SurePayroll. I know that you found that 3 times as many of the small business clients of yours feel that they're going to end the first quarter in a better position than they ended a year ago.
No, absolutely, and that shows me that there's hope for the future. The other statistic we found is that 9 in 10 of the SurePayroll customers believe that this year is going to end as good or better than it did last year.
So, Michael, what does that really measure? Just how people feel, or are they reacting to some real workplace issues and incidences that they are responding to?
Well, I think that their experience and their accumulator is driven by what goes on in their business, which is driving how they feel. But to me, the real state of what we're seeing here is a strength among small businesses as opposed to a strong growth track for small businesses. So our clients are feeling comfortable that their businesses are doing well, that they're profitable, that they'll continue to see some profit growth and some revenue growth. And quite frankly, some of that's driven because their productivity keeps increasing, so that as they're growing a little bit, they don't need to hire new workers.
Yeah, well, that's the downside in a way, because the economy needs more people to get hired. So how is that to be interpreted?
And that's the conundrum that we're in, right? And so until we get some more demand in small businesses, we're not going to see significant growth going forward.
But nonetheless, 2014 is likely then, from all that you're looking at, to be a pretty good year with some growth.
Right. I think what we'll see is a little bit of growth. We just won't see incredibly strong growth.
What are they worrying about, though? I mean, it used to be healthcare was the issue and the fractious environment in Washington. Do they have any concerns on the horizon they're looking at?
Well, I think healthcare is still a question that folks have, and it's still on the horizon in terms of a concern. And I think we'll see how that plays out over time. I think you've got a world economy where we've seen some challenges and some questions about what might happen, and that does have an impact on small businesses. So there's still some uncertainty, but it's clearly not what it was a year and 2 years ago. And I think that's one of the things that gives them optimism for the future.
All right, Michael Alter with SurePayroll, thanks so much.
Thanks for having me.